Hey YouTube, Ed here with Jack of All Trades, and welcome to another video. So today we're going to do another deer skin review. I haven't done one of these in a while. Today we're going to talk about the ADE PL200-A firearm mounted flashlight. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So shortly after I bought my RD3 reflex optic on Amazon, my Amazon feed popped up and it showed me the PL200A firearm mounted flashlight. I believe this was right around $30, and I thought, you know what, I've always wanted to get a firearm mounted flashlight for the TX22. Again, I use this to dispatch skunks and woodchucks and stuff in the yard at the cabin, and sometimes those skunks come out at night, and it's nice to have a flashlight mounted to the firearm. It's also nice to have a flashlight mounted to the firearm if you're using it for home defense. I'm not saying the TX22 is a good home defense firearm, but it is a Picatinny mount, so you can mount this to anything that has a Picatinny on it. And be it a home defense shotgun, a handgun, an AR, whatever it is you decide to use as your home defense gun, this will mount to it because it has an integrated Picatinny mount right to it. So let's move the camera down to the deer skin here and let's talk a little more about this sight. All right, so first thing, let's talk about packaging. ADE did not spend any extra money packaging this flashlight, and you know what? I admire that. It's just a plain black box. There's no fancy packing or anything on it, and it's got the label on it which tells you what sight you're buying. Other than that, it's got some instructions in there, and it did come with a battery and of course the light itself. So they didn't spend any extra money on packaging, and you know what? I admire that, because why would you? So let's talk about some specifics about the flashlight itself. So the flashlight itself is about 4.2 inches in length overall. It comes in at about 2.7 ounces, so it's not quite 3 ounces, and it's fairly light. I've had this on the pistol before, and I've got no issues with the weight of it when I'm shooting it. It doesn't seem like it offsets it or anything. Typical of any other flashlight, you spin the lens cap off, and there's the battery. It does take a CR2 lithium battery, and they do give you one to start off with, which is awful nice, but these batteries are readily available at Walmart or Target or anywhere else that you can go to get batteries. And it does have a rubber seal on it, so it does have some waterproofing to it. And it's very, very simple. It's just your basic rudimentary garden variety flashlight. Now, to turn it on, there's a button on the bottom here, you can see right here, and it's just very simply push it to turn it on, push it to turn it off. And actually, when it's mounted to the gun, they've got the button mounted far enough back where you can take your weak hand or your off hand and reach up and push the button very, very easily. One thing I really like about this sight is the fact that it's really easy to mount. This is a slide-on Picatinny mount. You basically push these two little tabs down, and you can see it drops the capture bar right there. So you basically just push it down, and then you can just slide it right onto your Picatinny rail, and that's it. That's the degree of the install. And 400 lumens, I'm telling you what, this thing is really, really bright. I'm very impressed with how bright this thing is. I've shined out to about 50-60 yards, and it does a really good job of shining it out. Inside of a building or inside of a room, this thing will light up a room. It's very, very impressive on how bright it is for such a small package. I can't find any literature on how long this battery will last when it's in use, but in reality, it doesn't matter, not particularly. Just keep extra batteries lying around, and you should have no real problems. I just really, really like how easy this thing mounts, which means I can very easily take it off of this firearm and I can put it onto any other firearm that I might be using. Maybe it's my 22 long rifle uh, for the same purpose as previously mentioned for skunks and varmints and stuff like that in the yard. Or maybe I want to throw it on my tactical shotgun, which I use for my home defense shotgun. But these things come in so cheap, I'll probably just buy another one and mount it to my tactical shotgun and get it over with because they are very, very inexpensive. Once it's mounted on here, I really can't feel any appreciable difference in the weight of the firearm, especially with the suppressor screwed to the front of it. If I take the suppressor off, it does add just a little bit of nose weight to it, but boy, it's barely, barely perceptible. And it just locks in there really, really nice. I'm very, very happy with the overall simplicity and ease of use with this thing. It's got no buttons or funny wires that you got to try and snake down the side of the gun and make look professional. It's just there. And as I said, when the flashlight is mounted, it's not a big deal to take your offhand to go up and push that button. It just really isn't. The button push is really, really easy. It doesn't take hardly any pressure. And when you're holding the firearm, it's no big deal to just for me to take my index finger on my weak hand and go up and just turn that sight or that light on and off. Very, very simple to use. Very, very happy overall with the brightness of it, the lightweight, the ease of installation, the fact that they give you a battery, and really everything about it. I have no complaints, and it really doesn't need to be much brighter than that. I've actually shined this in my face just to get a feel for how bright it is, and it's bright enough to be disorienting. So if you are facing a home invasion kind of a situation and you shine that thing in somebody's face, it is going to provide a very minimal level of disorientation, which is part of the purpose for having a tactical mounted flashlight on your firearm, especially for a home defense situation. And there you have it. Nice, short, sweet. The ADE PL200-A gun-mounted flashlight. 400 lumens, very lightweight, very economical in price. Simple, meat and potatoes tactical flashlight. And if you're looking for a tactical flashlight and you don't want all the bells and the whistles and the huge cost, I would highly suggest you check this out. If you are interested in this, you can pick it up on Amazon, and you can actually pick it up through my Amazon influencer store. I'll put a link below down in the description to that light, along with the ADE optic that I have mounted on this pistol. And the more I use ADE products, the more I'm really liking them. They work off of the premise, the company works off of the premise that they're not going to charge you premium prices, but you're going to get a good quality product. And so far, both of the products that I've gotten from ADE, both the RD3 and the PL200 flashlight, I'm very, very happy with, and it just makes me want to go out and try some more of their products. And I'm telling you what, this light works, and it is very, very bright. It will make you see stars if you look that right in the face. So it is a very effective flashlight, and I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm glad I bought it. And for the price, you really can't beat it. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Now, if you're liking this kind of video and you're liking this content, you'll be doing me a huge favor by hitting that like and subscribe button down below. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you get notified of upcoming videos. And hit me with some comments. I love the comments. I love interacting with my subscribers and my viewers, and I can only do that through the comments. So hit me with some comments, and I'll try my best to answer them if you've got any questions. With that, this is Ed from Jack of All Trades. As always, thank you for riding along, and we will see you on the next video.